Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Hades. That's right, I'm the haircut haver. Oh my goodness, look at that. Look at that little bit of hair flying up the side of my head. Yeah, I got the haircut. I don't know. We don't need to talk too much about it. I definitely am more of like a long hair haver enjoyer, but you know, at the same time, my hair was getting a little crazy, and I felt like I needed to get it cut. And what I will say now is it's so nice to be able to wash my head.
To serve the night.
It's great. So we're gonna be playing on Fear 16. We're doing an axe run today. And we're gonna be at Fate's Whim using the calling card heirloom from Zagreus. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Yeah, I got my hair cut by my sister, who's going to cosmetology school to be like a beautician. She's doing a really great job, which is, it is a little bit unfortunate. I just found somebody that I like to do my hair here where I live now, and she, you know, she went and became a hairdresser, so now I gotta support the family business, right? You know, at the very least, I do get a family discount, so so it's a lot cheaper. It's just well, now my situation's different. Anyways, we got a Hermes spoon.
You could sneak on out of there without me giving
Good
you
place
my
to
spoon.
start.
Well, you're entirely mistaken, Em, and you're about to be much quicker too.
Okay, so we get 2 rarefies. I think that hard target at rare is pretty good, and I don't really think I need to get an upgrade for that just quite yet. Yeah, I'm doing all the self-care things right now, dude. I went to get a haircut, went to the doctor's yesterday. Probably gonna like eat a broccoli tonight or something. Otherwise the broccoli's probably gonna go bad. I don't know. Might need to go stop by the store though. I'm gonna have myself a little, get myself a little bit more Parmesan. I really have a ton of that right now. Some of the good stuff. Have some nice broccoli pasta. Ooh, I forgot how much nectar we had.
For all your steady
be
leadership,
giving this to
I beg
everyone.
you please accept this offering, Lord Uncle Zeus. Once all this is ended, may you and Queen Hera reign in peace and prosperity forevermore.
Respect for one's elders does not come automatically, I know only too well. Know that I do not take kind gestures such as yours for granted, and appreciate them a great deal. You have a generous spirit. Do pardon our continued bickering, Melinoi. I merely wish to offer that your efforts would be better spent dispelling remnants of the father of all monsters, rather than the possibility of Kronos in the underworld, as good Queen Hera thinks. All families must squabble as we do.
As they do, as they do. Your attacks inflict blitz, I think, is interesting because it's also that can do just a lot of damage. You know what? Let's make that heroic, and then let's go with that one. Sounds kind of cool. Yeah, I know broccoli pasta. Child's probably sneezing somewhere or something like that. Yeah, the trip to the doctor was good, but I find that every single time I do go to the doctor, I'm always dehydrated. The results always come back, you're dehydrated. It's never not a thing of you're dehydrated. I don't know, maybe I need to start thinking about like a trip to the doctor is almost the same as like a trip to the dentist, right? Where like a day before I go to the dentist, I start like you know, flossing again, pretty much. Like I've been doing it the whole time.
I never thought I would pay witness to what you
haven't.
achieved using the Oath of the Unseen. The Titan Kronos and monstrous Typhon each laid low. Your rivals all surpassed. You are the terror in the night, not they.
Which I think I'm pretty good at like brushing my teeth in the morning and in the evening, which can be kind of tough. But I don't know. Yeah, there is something about just flossing. I just don't. I hate doing it. I even got like the better flossing things, like the not the string that you need to like wrap around and tie into a thing like a Boy Scout or whatever. But you know, like the little like with the other side as like the toothpick. But I don't know why. I just suck at flossing. I just can't maintain it. So like
I know such sweetness
a week before I go to the dentist,
I
always start flossing again. I'm gonna start doing that with water. I'm gonna start drinking a lot of water before I go to the dentist, so that way my results look good. So that way I ace my test.
Such gestures are unnecessary to the arrangement between us. If this is an act of supplication, then simply speak your mind, although I sense no deeper motive presently. You recently entered your father's residence within the underworld's depths, but did not remain there. Did you at least discover what you sought? Do not respond. I am considering all the potential truths.
What do we have? Cast deal more damage, we get more magic, we channel our Omega moves. Every time I use attacks, I take 5 damage. It's so bad. The next 2 boons will be limited to common. You know what? And I can rarify at least one of them with the Zagreus boon that I got. So you know what? That's maybe okay. Go to a hard fight for a Hera boon that isn't gonna be all that good. Or go to the shop. I think let's go do the Hera boon thing, actually. I don't know. It's gonna be common anyway.
Let's begin.
Like, it's either I'm spending money on common or I'm getting a free common. And I just gotta do like a little bit of an extra hard fight, which, you know, isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. You're a sheep.
What say you, Homer? Queen Hera, though these exchanges between us must necessarily be brief, I'm grateful for each moment you can spare. I know your family needs you, and Olympus needs you, and your devotion to each is abundantly clear.
Well, my dear, if you find no future to be had in your witchcraft, you could always take up theatrics. For I very nearly believed your every word. Honesty is not our family's trade, but I commend your effort anyhow.
This game is so pretty. You're just saying that because Hera's on screen, aren't you?
Whatever it is you did to Typhon, that's a secret to be guarded well. We could keep it for you. Our vaults have never once been breached. Think on it, yes?
I've, so the other night, I was thinking about how, like, we don't have, like, extended family's not that bad. Let's go for Born. Yeah, let's go for Born again.
Our bond renewed.
We don't have like temples really for the Greek gods anymore, you know? Like it's kind of a dead religion in that regard. There's no church of the Greco-Roman belief or anything like that in modern day or anything like that. And frankly, I think it's a little bit of a shame. So I'm trying to do what I can to like frame things in my own life. I mean, I really do think that everything is all about how you frame it, right? It's all about marketing, right? How you see the world is how you market it to yourself in a lot of ways. So I was coming up with a list of places that I might be able to like consider as like a temple of like the 12, at least the 12 Olympians. So here's kind of what I was coming up with. I couldn't come up with one for Zeus. Poseidon, the YMCA swimming pool would be like his temple if I wanted to like go obey the god of water. Aphrodite would be the strip club. I'm a little bit too anxious to go to the strip club, but just in case, you know, I want to get really dorky about it and go up to the girls and say, "Are you a follower of the great goddess of Aphrodite?" Then, you know, then I can do that to frame it that way in my life. Apollo is a guitar center. Artemis, she's right here. The hunt is on. What's the #1 hunting location that you could think of? That's right, Bass Pro Shop. If an artist could draw Artemis with Bass Pro Shop, man, I love fishing hat. I would really like that. That would be really good. Or not even the man I love fishing, but even just a Bass Pro Shop flat bill or whatever. That would be so sick. Ares would be Walmart, and you might be wondering, like, that, okay, elaborate on that. That one doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Walmart is constantly known for its, like, going into, like, local,
Easy knock.
local scenes and whatever, like local businesses, and like putting them out of business through aggressive like, I don't know, just locationing and everything. And also I could buy a gun there, like super duper easy. So I think that that's pretty good. Maybe there's a better one for it though. If you could think of like a war shop, then maybe that should be better for Ares. Hephaestus would be a Jiffy Lube. Dionysus would be a Dave & Buster's. I couldn't come up with one for Demeter because the closest thing I could think is like the weather app on my phone. Hermes would either be a Planet Fitness or a USPS, and then Athena I couldn't come up with one for, and then Hera I decided on the Olive Garden because she's the goddess of family, and of course whenever you're at the Olive Garden you're family. So I think I did a pretty good job of kind of like laying out a couple of different locations that you might be able to go depending on if you wanted to like actually practice worship for one of these Greco-Roman gods. I do think that Artemis is pretty much a Bass Pro Shop enjoyer, though.
It's been a
I
pleasure
think
to have
that's
worked more closely
got to
with
be
you,
the case.
Sister Artemis. This is hardly worth the gift of impeccable precision, though I wanted you to have it.
Doing the old traditions now, are we? Well, sure, then I accept your offering, Sister Melinoi, and I've an offering for you in kind.
Truly,
A
you're the
white
best.
antler. Oh, I've never given Artemis a nectar, apparently.
We Silver Sisters were the keepers of the nocturnal arms. The blades of Lim and Oro serve Knight's will at your command, but there is more to them.
You're serious? I'm listening. What would you have me do?
At the Silver Pool, invoke the blades with this. I see your threefold shadow with the Phantom Queen. I think you're ready now. It should be good.
With the Phantom Queen.
I see your threefold shadow with the Phantom Queen. A waking phrase. Thank you for the honor, Artemis. Whose aspect is this, do you know?
Oh, no one in particular, just another threefold goddess of shadow, like Sister Hecate, but of a different age and place. I shouldn't say more. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
I don't know who this would be.
I see your threefold shadow with the Phantom Queen.
Yeah, I have no clue who that would be. I do like the idea of any damage I may do is critical. For specifically a weapon like this, that sounds pretty damn good. I think I also haven't given a gift to Arachne, and I need to get her heirloom, so... Oh, wait. Did I use my last nectar on Artemis there? I might have. Oops. Oh, well.
I know you don't know what to say, my friend, but I want you to know you don't have to say anything at all. In fact, I'd rather that you didn't right now. Be safe out there, all right?
I mean, yeah, if you can come up with like a, a place for any of the gods that I couldn't find one for, that I could go to like obey them, I do feel like with Zeus, maybe you could go after one of those like places that emulate skydiving or something like that, you know, to try and connect up with Zeus. I'm just thinking about things that are readily available, at least around like America, and like all of these things, like you can probably find a YMCA swimming pool pretty much anywhere if you want to go obey Poseidon for a little while. And the Olive Garden's all over the place, so you got Hera right there. USPS, super duper easy to obey Hermes. Though if you get on your hands and knees in the middle of the USPS, they might yell at you. But yeah, I couldn't find out one for Athena, Demeter, Zeus. Hestia had me a little bit confused, and even though he's not really an Olympian, he's more the god of the underworld, Hades had me a little confused as well, so. Trying to figure that out. Just trying to hash it out. Okay. Being very careful since I have an incredible outfit from Arachne that'll give me a lot of money if I don't take any damage. So yeah, we're just gonna play this a little smart, you know, try not to get hit. It's crazy, whenever I slow the pace of the game down a little bit, it becomes actually pretty easy to avoid getting hit. Oh. Hell Splitter, huh? You know, let's use Giga Cleaver.
I'm grateful, Daedalus.
I like that it attacks twice. Zeus would be a divorce court? That's pretty, I mean, that's pretty readily available.
In the name of Hades.
It's not bad at all. This might be a moment where I take the epic, because the plasma build is pretty damn good. Wait, I could gift him something, but I couldn't gift Arachne something. What the hell?
You mean the scythe? You recognize it as your brother's then, my lord. Well, I may not be death incarnate, but shall wield his blade as deftly as I am able in his honor.
Oh! Okay, I do have a nectar, but I'm at ambrosia level with him, apparently.
I've heard in times past you discreetly transport shipments of ambrosia all the way into the depths of Tartarus. And knowing you, my lord, you would never sample your own wares. So here, this is a gift, not a delivery. May there soon come such a time.
Very nice. I'm gonna
May
salute
moonlight
you.
guide you.
May moonlight guide you, man.
Is that silk you wear, or gold?
I don't know, but it's probably gonna
aided you in
get
getting
knocked
here to
off
me.
here, to be honest.
But have you learned to harness her power?
On that account, I would prefer to demonstrate than speak. With your permission, of course, headmistress.
Permission granted. Now, show me what the moon can do once in your grasp. Dark side.
Oh God. Please don't. You're so scary. Okay. We're gonna try to let Blitz do some good damage here, I think. And just try not to take a hit as long as I can, so that way I can try to keep my outfit. 'Cause it's only 10 armor is the thing. So it's gonna fall pretty easily once it does. let our big blitz damage do the damage here. Okay. Ooh. There will come the phase where they probably try to turn me into a rat.
Return to fight, sisters.
Ba-dee-da-da-dee-da-da-dee-da-dee-da. Ah, damn. That was it. Okay.
Here then.
I'm picking some flowers, don't mind me. Woo! Okay. Got it, we're looking good. I don't think I haven't gotten hit yet. That's awesome. Oh, God. No!
Now run.
Okay, as long as I don't get hit, we'll be okay. Just a little pig. It's a pig! It's a big pig! Ooh! So I started reading some of the Odyssey again. And I say again because I think I read like the short story textbook version in high school, like the one that, you know, you're flipping through like a like a 1,000-page book, and it's got like Beowulf and the Odyssey and the Crucible and like all the, you know, like just summarized versions of a lot of different like very classic stories. Oh. I can't hit that one. Can I hit that one? Nice. So I'm reading a more like complete version of it, but they did like a small summary of basically like what happens in the, I'm not very far in the book, but they did a small summary of what happens in the Odyssey at the front. And so that gave me like a little bit of context for like kind of everything. Oh, we're good. I didn't take a hit. Let's go.
Impressive work to have evaded every strike. My own and that of my sisters as well. Return to Shadow now.
It kind of taught me a little bit more about like stuff regarding Cersei.
Go on,
What I have read though. Apparently she turned Odysseus's whole crew into swine. So like those pigs that are like right next to Cersei's house or whatever might be like Odysseus's crew or someone. And yeah, she's basically
My keepsakes.
casting spells on them, just being like, you don't really want to go home.
Beginning descent.
But at the beginning of the book, they talk a lot about how the Odyssey has like the theme of the Odyssey is about like hospitality or something like that. I guess
The rim of
that's
Oceanus.
a big part of the interpretation. Is like, oh, if you're being, if you have a good sense of hospitality, then there are like 2 rules that you basically gotta follow, and it's like, okay, you won't eat off of your guest. You will feed your guests. So you won't do that. And then the other one is that if your guest wants to leave, it's not very polite to just force them to stay there. And that one I kind of got, you know, I'm like, oh yeah. But then I was also like, well, you know, just because somebody's coming to stay with you, you know, like you're providing like a bed and stuff for them to stay at, as long as, you know, you do get them most of anything that they need and make them feel comfortable and all that. But is it so bad to, you know, if your guest comes and brings and like, you know, they're like, I'm gonna buy us a meal, to simply accept that meal? Is that bad manners? As a host, I didn't think so, but what the hell do I know? It's tough because I want to go here, but I think I'm going here. Actually, how's my relationship with Narcissus? I gotta do some other stuff first. Okay, let's go here first then. I don't think that's bad manners. I didn't think it's bad manners either. I mean, yeah, it's bad manners to force somebody to hang out in your house. I think that. I agree with that.
Very good.
My warmongering son is likely to blame for all this, yet you choose him.
Sorry.
I mean, I will say the form that I'm explaining it in is definitely a lot less intense than, like, you know, it might not be the same situation as like the theme in the Odyssey, because the theme in the Odyssey is explained in a way of like, oh yeah, you shouldn't eat Helios's cattle, you know? You shouldn't devour the sun god's cattle. Also, rest in peace, my money-making dress. Oh well, we were gonna lose it eventually, and I wasn't a Hephaestus haver. I'm impressed that I kept it as long as I did.
Mustn't keep all our anger bottled up, yet always have some in reserve. If you please.
Remember me, Serpent? There he is.
Damage from Omega moves immediately activates Blitz effects and makes them stronger. You know what? Let's do Divine
Shocking
Vengeance.
every time.
Might as well. And I'm rich. I'm holding on to my dress for so long. Hey, wait.
Which one?
From the heavens themselves. Your
Nope.
path has led
That one's
to
fine.
this.
Here's the
You can
gold.
have the sandwich.
Aye.
You can have the sandwich. You can't have anything else. think it's bad manners, especially if they offered. Again, you know, like, I think if you have a guest over and everything, again, you know, the main thing is that you provide a bed for them. You make sure that they're comfy. You make sure that they have, like, I don't know, like their soaps and stuff like that, or at the very least you're accommodating. If they can't get around and you have the ability to get around, you make sure that they're able to get around. But, like, I don't think that, like, you know, like, yeah, having dinner together would be nice. It would be probably a good thing to, like, feed them. But, like, I don't know. Is it the expectation that you feed them every single day that they're there? I think the expectation is that you eat every single time that you're there and then you work it out together, you know? Unless I don't know, unless you're the type to just plan. Am I crazy? I may be a bad host. Hestia might break my knees with hammers for this. But I'm really feeling like I don't know. Again, if like you're providing like a bed for the, you know, maybe it's not good to like expect like, oh, you know, I'm providing a bed for them, so they'd absolutely need to buy me some food or something like that. But you are providing a bed for them a little bit while they're there, so like, I don't know. I mean, like, it's a lot. They're saving a lot of money not buying a hotel. Maybe you just like, I don't know, like a meal or two. What the hell?
Wait, what is going on? How can this be?
How can this be?
Behold the splendor of your father's underworld.
This still can happen.
You know something of time and dream, do you?
This part of the game is so weird, where you just spend like a little bit of time in Asphodel, because yeah, it's like, it's Asphodel. You could totally just use this as a level too, but it's just more like a, yeah, you just visit it. It's very interesting. I don't know, I hope Lernie's doing good.
You wish your nightmares to become reality?
Merely a vision.
Right, that's a tough thing, because you don't, like, I'm not expecting someone to, like, to pay the money, you know, for a meal for me. If anything, I'm thinking, like, oh, it's gonna be 50-50 and all that sort of thing, you know, and if it comes down to it, we just buy our own stuff, right?
Keep an eye on him. Come, my son, let's make ourselves somewhat presentable for the benefit of my niece there.
It shall be as you wish, O Queen. I am honored that you sought me out, and trust our kin shall be most grateful to you in turn, as the vessel of the sum of our wrath.
When you exit a location, keep some of your plasma bonuses. What?
The sacred bond.
That's absolutely insane.
Skilla, I've noticed your song I Am Gonna Claw may be inspired by true events. Is trying to drown me not sufficiently entertaining that I must also be the subject of your ridicule?
Oh, how can you be so egotistical even? I had that song worked out since way before you showed up. Any and all similarity is entirely coincidence.
Come on, insulting my hair and attire, making claims that I'm obsessed with you. But if I'm not the subject of the song, who was, pray tell?
No need to get personal, lady. If I go sharing every detail of my private life with every deranged fan who barges in here, then it wouldn't be a private life, would it?
I love Scylla so much. for it, I would be too if I was you. Uh-oh. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
With you all.
Get him. Get him. Ow. No! I could technically grind for plasma in that part, though, now that I think about it. Damn, I dropped a Deathify right at the end.
A pearl.
I love her, dude. You know, I haven't gotten any dialogue, I feel, that felt like Poseidon being very aggressive to Odysseus, but that is the plot of the Odyssey as well. That Odysseus pissed off Poseidon through the act of stabbing his son Polyphemus' eye. That's his baby boy. And then Poseidon was like, I curse your entire voyage to last 10 years and everybody you know is gonna die on this voyage and you're gonna show up and have to kill all of the dudes who are trying to get with your wife.
Grow golden once again.
Which I do feel a little bit like, yeah, it's not cool for these guys to try to like get with her whenever she's like, no, I'm married still, and like holding on to this, you know, like that sort of thing.
It's cleared up.
So I don't know if they get more detailed and it starts to get fucked up or whatever, but I do feel like it's a bit of an overreaction to, I don't know, slay and murder anybody who was trying to just like, who was just trying to kind of get with your wife, just cut like, but you know, ancient Greece was a different time, right? You can't just say things like that anymore. You can't just say, I'm going to kill any person who flirts with my wife anymore. Because of the woke media, you know?
All is possible.
Yeah, they said I'm gonna be able to hold on to some of my boost. Looks like I have 20% of my plasma. Oh, okay, that's the maximum I get to keep is 20%. Okay, I'm okay with it though.
Like this.
I mean, this is a 20% attack speed and movement speed bonus. I do kind of wish I could level up that, so I could just hold on to all of my plasma and become infinite. But, you know, that's just my desire to go infinite.
The path of stars.
These always come in handy.
It's also getting harder to hide the bodies. Yeah, everybody's got to find my iPhone now, so it's tough. But yeah, I do feel like it was a little bit of an overreaction to crash out
Laughable.
for Odysseus to kill and murder anybody who flirted with his wife while he was gone for 10 years. Again, it's more fucked because, like, okay, these guys are flirting with Penelope and trying to get with her, and Penelope doesn't want it because she's still, you know, with her husband.
Fine work as always. Could get going now. I saw clear through my prey. Out of my way. You're not alone.
What's up, girl?
You're not alone.
You're not alone.
Not alone.
Dodge Chance, Path of Stars could be good. Or my next purchase from Caron. You know what, let's do the Path of Stars.
Please don't give in. Don't give in. Give in. Give in.
Might as well.
Be not afraid.
Not afraid.
There.
Of all the find my things, the one I never feel like works exactly how I want it to. Find my AirPods. Maybe I don't have the new AirPods because honestly, the AirPod Pro or whatever the hell, the improved version, they've got like the gummy bits on the end of the headphones, which a lot of people love. Those little like I don't think they're rubber, but you know what I mean. It's like a soft. It's like gummy. It's a gummy bit. It might be rubber. I don't know, but those things, they don't fit in my ear. The gummy bits, somehow, it's just the shape of them don't really work out. I have to have solid plastic earbuds. Like the ones that I'm wearing right now are more like those types, you know?
Corruption cleared.
Otherwise, they don't stay in my ear, and I don't know why. It's an ear shape thing. Find my dad also never works. That's okay. Maybe your dad is just Poseidon, and he's been at the YMCA pool for your entire childhood or something.
Go, Tula.
I don't know. That's like the plot of Percy Jackson, basically. I will say, reading Percy Jackson, like my dad was around in my childhood, but I will say reading Percy Jackson when you're like your parents are around and stuff, it does have you looking at them a little bit cockeyed, you know? You're like, are you God? Are you a god? Are you a god and you're not telling me? Shouldn't you? You know, it's the sort of thing where I'm almost like, after reading Percy Jackson and like thinking and like suddenly thinking that my parents are gods, basically. I'm looking at them and I'm like, don't you have more important things to be doing right now? And then that's where you kind of have to like, give up, you know, like, nah, they're not a god. They're not a god. My dad did leave before I was born. See, you might be a demigod, and maybe your dad's just off doing some important controlling the fucking seas or like taking care of his domain type shit, right? Whereas in my case, I'm raised by my parents were around and loved me. I'm just looking at them like, you're irresponsible or you're not a god, which means I'm gonna die. You know, that's a tough thing to confront. I have my parents were around, and that makes me a victim. Here's why. I'm gonna die, dude. You might live forever.
This must be love. Been playing in the mud again, boy?
God, this fight is so tough. Oh. First time I've dodged that effectively, probably ever. Good job. The fact that he summons bomb guys on top of everything. Such an evil fight. The fact there's fire on the ground and miasma, it's such an evil fight, dude. Like, imagining going no hit on this fight is actually just insane. Bro.
Not finished.
Oh my god.
Enough trying to massacre awaken me just for fun?
It just works.
For this most brutal and ferocious beast, all that preceded merely was a treat.
If you were a demigod, what would your demigod powers be? I have nothing in my life that I could really, like, assign to that. Everything that I would do, you know, anything that I would assign to myself would simply be, you know, like me just being putting on my imagination. If I gotta put on my imagination, I do think that, okay, I very much agree with, like, if it was anybody, if it was any demigod, for me, it would be Hypnos. So, I'd probably, like, I don't know,
Authorized personnel
just sleeping really good, having a good nap, and not having insomnia. Imagine having insomnia. Couldn't be me.
Unseal. No renovations here. This must be how the chambers rearrange. They'll know I'm here.
This is one of those things I, you know, like,
can never stay destroyed.
It's gotta be kind of crazy to not be, like, depressed and stuff, you know? Cause, like, the closest thing that I can really relate to that about, you know, is, cause I hear a lot of the depression, anxiety things. I can empathize with that, right? Like, I understand a lot of those feelings. But then, like, those same depressed people will talk about their insomnia and how they have a very difficult time getting to sleep. And that's where I kind of get the people who are not depressed. That's, like, where I can empathize with how they must feel. Because when I'm talking to a depressed person, or maybe not even a depressed person, but just somebody who has insomnia, and they're talking about how they really, like, struggle with it, and, like, how it's very difficult for them to get to sleep, I truly am like, I have no clue what that's like. It sounds very hard, and that's sympathy is what that is. But I do not get you at all. I'm not with you on that. I am on the other side. And, again, that sounds very hard, and I hope it becomes easy. As much as I really can say is I hope that it becomes easier for you to deal with, or kind of, like, becomes a non-problem. Whereas, I don't know, you know, like, if you've had it and it's more of, like, a medical thing, maybe it becomes, you find ways to grapple with it, but it probably never it becomes not a problem, you know?
Witch's Delight.
That's some Witch's Delight.
Family.
The multi-headed monster keeps his fury well in check, beside the rightful underworld king.
Here you go. I got you this
Such a
nectar.
fine bottle. We graciously accept. You know, you remind me of your brother sometimes.
These customs that we share from those above, I ask that you not follow our traditions blindly. Such traditions may be partially responsible for the many mistakes that led us to this point.
I share your cautious feeling about this, Father, but of the many traditions of the gods, the act of giving nectar to those we care for seems one of the better ones in my estimation.
Being able to get to sleep when you want is good. Yeah, well, it's also like they ask the questions on the depression screening thing. They're like, do you have a tough time with sleeping? Like, are you not sleeping enough, or are you sleeping too much? And I can always say, like, yeah, I'm a hard sleeper. That's me. Getting out of bed in the morning, that's tough. A big thing that helps me with that It's, you know, this shouldn't be the reason that you get an animal, but a big thing that helps me get out of bed is honestly just Leo needs to go outside. He needs to go on a walk. So that's what's getting me out of bed, but I don't want to be getting out of bed, and sometimes I have a very hard time. He's also not the most helpful as far as getting me out of bed, which, you know, is a blessing and a curse.
We've you to thank for the return
He
of
doesn't wake
Hypnos.
me up in an annoying way where I'm like, I want to sleep. No, he just
And I
cuddles.
was taking stock of the number of days he missed work.
I grab my belly.
We figured that would help to keep him occupied, seeing as we haven't been able to take in as many newcomers as we once did.
The court has remained closed. Nevertheless, there are growing numbers of shades awaiting their turns, and we require Hypnos to keep them orderly and informed.
I'm glad that,
He's
you got
going to have
Hypnos.
difficulty keeping all of them at bay if there's no telling when court shall reopen, though.
Oh, we need not bore our daughter with administrative drudgery. The point was merely that this missing son of Nyx has now been located. One fewer matter to resolve.
Your cast launches a projectile that seeks foes, or let's take life tax.
Granted.
Use a little bit extra health. I have to take meds to sleep with any amount of consistency. Biotin? I guess it's more of a, oh wait, no, not biotin. What's the other one? Not biotin. I have a bottle of it in my desk drawer that I have taken on very rare occasions. Usually if I have to take the thing, the little vitamin to go to bed. Melatonin, that's it. Yeah, if I have to take the melatonin, it's like it's my fault where I had too much caffeine a little bit too late in the night. Because even though I've been drinking regular amounts of tea lately, I still am a little bit sensitive to the old caffeine. Like I'll say 2 cups of tea, and then someone will go, scoff. 2 cups of tea? That's nothing to me. I remember whenever I was 13. They're also like, tea is one of the least caffeinated things that you need to, or that you could have, you know? Coffee is where you actually need to worry about. Tea's so not caffeine but I feel it, man. I feel it whenever I'm having the chai every morning. That shit wakes me up. I'm very sensitive to it. Obviously becoming less sensitive to it the more that I have of it, you know? That's just kind of the case with any thing at all in the world.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Give up all your boons of Hera for each level, all your boons of Zeus. I'd be getting rid of Nexus Rush, which is pretty sick, but I'll do it.
No.
For like level 11 on my heroic primary attack. Sure. Caffeine helps you fall asleep? What is going on? What is going on? Are you utilizing the crash you get from caffeine to fall asleep? That feels like like being a little bit out of whack. But hey, man, if you're happy, live your best life.
Tula, go for it. And caught. She makes it look easy.
What I will say is I've never understood this, this thing that happens when people eat or drink coffee, they poop or something. And then having like kind of like a routine of like, okay, whenever you drink, I drink coffee at this time so that I can poop at this time. Like kind of relating to each other. And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, okay. There's something in caffeine that like flexes your anal muscles or something involuntarily or something. It's like a reflex. And it does make you poop. And maybe there's some more stuff in there as well. But I believe the caffeine does activate like a reflex in your butt that's making you poop.
One chamber left.
Because caffeine is a diuretic. I've always been like, if I gotta poop, then I just drink some like apple juice or something because it's got like laxative elements or something like that. But also I found I don't know. I found that out from Google as well. So, you know, same answer for a lot of different problems or something like that, I guess. I don't know.
This shall come as a shock.
Oh, look at the little construction stuff over there. I don't know if I ever noticed that.
In the name of Hades. Very well.
Hey, dude. I guess I'll buy it. Why not?
Hello, goodbye.
Hello, goodbye.
Refreshing.
Hello, my girl.
Hello, Grandpa.
You think yourself quite clever and most skilled to have withstood the end of time, but you achieved nothing at all, for I am here as usual, whilst you remain right there.
You also thought there was no possible way I could vanquish you, let alone in that end-of-time place. You're more error-prone than you realize.
No, you are error-prone, my girl, because time is by its very nature quite precise, and it is always right. But if you wish to test your suppositions, by all means.
I suppose. This is extreme med, or this is Valve Rivals fight, I believe, as well.
Ready?
A storm is coming.
The mark of Zeus. My legions. Such rage.
Ow. Oh, that's a big fella. Should have saved my ult. Okay. Oh god, that's so bad. That's so bad.
I think not with you.
I goofed that one.
Useless. Look, here come more of my subjects now.
Oh god. That sucks. The fact that hits me there. Alright, this is bad.
But one more cut or two.
Bro, I'm so cooked.
Be gone from here. Ah, a bitter defeat. Now that is more like it.
I could have beaten him.
Oh, damn it, dude. Hey, I tried though. Oh, we got the funky music. That's good.
You know, back when you got me on your whole renewal project thing, I knew what you were up to, Mel. Nothing like a bunch of busy work to make you stop thinking about the pointlessness of your existence, right?
I never saw it as a bunch of busy work.
This game's
Look at
so
how
much
we've been
harder
able to
than the
accomplish
first one.
here. This place is flourishing. The other shades seem energized. You had a lot to do with that.
You really think so? What I was going to say is, at some point the busy work started to kind of grow on me. It stopped feeling pointless, even if it is.
If it doesn't feel pointless, it isn't.
I don't know. Maybe.
May the underworld renovations go smoothly.
What are you gonna do? They're not all gonna be winners, you know what I'm saying?
Shall we liven things up?
Yeah, I think we should. We should liven things up. Get a new
Let's do
rug
it.
Yeah,
in
sure.
here. Hell yeah. Big
You
rug.
won't stop till every bit of ground is covered in rugs, huh?
I won't.
You look well.
This wasn't on the list before.
Oh, we got 2 nightmare from that. Sounds so good.
I noticed Hypnos was no longer in his spot, though for how long I couldn't say. Perhaps Odysseus had him relocated someplace where the snoring would be less of a distraction.
Oh no, I woke him up. Required a series of increasingly complex alchemical processes and dreamwalks, but still, he immediately left for the House of Hades in a bit of a panic.
I'm sorry I missed him. From what I know about your father, he does value punctuality. And from what I know about my brother Sleep, he must have greeted you enthusiastically.
You could say that. I've seen you here alone more often lately, Odysseus. You're thinking about your family, aren't you? Some potent memory from your past.
Ah, Goddess, you may see through most of us shades, but your empathy for me is a bit misplaced. Penelope, Telemachus, and I, we're cordial with each other still, but how to say this without sounding callous?
Please speak your mind with me. I'm certain you're not callous.
My mind wanders not to matters of family, but to the siren's blasted song. I scarce got to hear it even once whilst navigating through their waters. I wanted desperately to cast myself into the sea just for a better listen.
The siren's song? You can't expect me to believe that Scylla's incessant drivel is the source of the great tactician's concerns of late.
Now, spare me the ridicule. I'm dead serious about this. You weren't with me on the surface there and wouldn't understand.
Seemingly not.
If I play it right now, do you think? I mean, I guess I can't. I'm not gonna interrupt the orchestral version of the Artemis song, but maybe I'll try. We'll play you. I'm gonna claw at your eyes.
Go for it, music maker.
Is that what you want? I've interrupted her though. Okay, cease that. Cut that out. Wait, no, she's not singing anymore.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Apollo's not around to sing the other part, but you sure are.
Okay, there it is.
More of this filth.
Leave it!
You'd go to the hot springs with me? Alright.
Hey, how about another visit to the springs? You seemed to enjoy yourself last time, and I find it truly helps.
Well, as long as it helps. Look, I don't get my wings wet for just anybody, babe, but you're special. So let's go?
Yeah.
Look at all these bubbles dying off. What is it like having so many siblings? I have but one and didn't even know him growing up. Though I often tried confiding in him anyway, like an imaginary friend.
The more brothers and sisters you have, the bigger the disappointment you can be. And it is so embarrassing when you forget their names. Just look at how us kids of Nyx get on. The only family more messed up than mine is yours.
You mean the Olympians? How do you figure? They have their differences, to be sure, but they still work together to maintain the natural order of the realms.
Work together? Come on, they can barely stand each other. From the very top on down. They never should have gone into business. Always caught between their blood commitments and their jobs.
I won't deny that family adds a complicated layer to their responsibilities, but it's also a source of solidarity and strength. Look at them now, standing together against a common foe. This is the Olympus mortals' love and fear.
Sorry, not impressed. They say family is a bond that can never be broken, but as is so often the case, they're wrong. Just because someone's related to you doesn't make them special or deserving of respect.
What does it take to earn respect from you, Eris?
I actually don't even know the answer to that right now. Though sitting naked with me in half-boiling water helps.
Well, all right.
We're earning some respect.
I had a blast there, babe. And look how clean my wings are now. Won't stay like this for long, but still.
Alright. Locked up on any more progress, I think, there, but...
Just checking up on you.
Buy a little nectar, buy a little ambrosia.
Back to Gaia.
There you go. Oh wait, maybe not a gift. I wanted to decorate.
A tribute to me.
Hey, get some decorations.
Should make things look a little classier, maybe?
Sure, why not?
If it wasn't possible for Kronos to kill you, the game wouldn't be fun. No, it's true.
The River of Lamentation could, by nature, use a little cheer.
Well, and I'm gonna very passively learn all of what his moves are as well, just via continuing to play.
We'd best not draw
So
water
eventually
from this
it will
type
be
of well,
harder
but
for
sure.
her Vow of Rivals 4 Kronos to kill me. Eventually.
It's decided.
Say no more. Just can't go wrong with moon-themed stuff, I guess.
This seems promising.
Gotcha.
Fine way for someone other than me to contemplate Father's Fountain. There we have it.
What's going on here?
You have done all I could have asked and
Mommy?
more. My wayward children here were safe within your care. And by the wisdom of your counsel, I am free.
You
Mommy?
have always been generous, Onyx. Above all, I am grateful you returned to us. What of your children? Are they heading back with you?
They are grown, and I have much to do. If it is their wish to remain within these crossroads, then I ask that you comply. I trust they have not been a burden.
Oh, no, of course not.
Then good. I cannot say when next I shall return. Farewell.
Farewell, Onyx.
Nemesis isn't here.
Do you think Arachne's going to be all right in all of this, my lord? The surface was no longer welcoming or safe for her. And now, I fear that Erebus is not much better off.
Yeah, people are mean to spiders. I'm people, by the way. I'm...
You're right. She's twice as resourceful as just about anybody. 4 times. Just look out for her, would you?
Bro, one time I gassed a spider with Axe body spray until it died. I'm not, like, above this, you know? I don't wanna give the impression that I'm casting shame from a lofty perch. People are mean to spiders. I've been mean to spiders in my life.
Something we're
Just because, like, half the people that you will ever meet are afraid of spiders, too. It's like a super common fear, is that people don't fuck with spiders.
Having vacated the crossroads in all haste, the until recently long dormant incarnate of sleep delivered certain articles in show of gratitude, and perhaps more.
I ended his dreams, and in a way, he ended mine.
Oh, look at the little plushie of Zagreus. That's awesome.
Perhaps later. Should try the pool.
Hey, looks like next time we have a black coat run.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson, kiddo. You thought I had become more powerful than any foe you'd ever faced, only to discover your augmentation of bone density did not do all that much.
Commander, I feared the worst when you acted as though you were, well, drunk with newfound power. I'd never seen that side of you before.
Nor shall you see that side of me again, provided you don't make a habit of casting incantations you get from strangers.
But you're not a stranger. You're a trusted ally, aren't you?
Well, yeah, but look, forget it, all right? Just tip me like you used to. I don't even care.
Very well.
Oh, we got the new aspect of the Sister's
Lyn and
Blades, I
Oros,
believe.
I see your threefold shadow with the Phantom Queen.
I don't know who this will be.
The hidden aspect of the Morrigan.
Aspect of the Morrigan. You have the Crow Cutters, which can perform the ritual of the Blood Triad. That sounds sick. Attacks hit 3 times. Heavy specials hit repeatedly in flight. Land an attack special and Omega move against a foe to inflict heavy damage. It's got combos to it. Okay. Cool. Well, that'll be for another time. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Hades. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for watching. Hope you're feeling the Hades in your soul still. Go to a YMCA swimming pool and obey some Poseidon or something like that. And as always, more Hades 2 to come.
Wow.
Very soon. Behold.